So as we edge closer to the alpha stage, Simon has a very important message for us today, which we are going to dive into, as well as some Discord leaks that came out on last Friday. So if you've not seen those, you're going to want to hang around to check them out. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we are recording this on Saturday afternoon. This actually came out Friday in the Discord, so we'll jump into that in a second. But my God, these are stunning, genuinely stunning. And the more and more that I see of this kind of stuff in detail, the more excited I am for this game to come out. So let's just, without any more hesitation, look at what Simon dropped Friday evening. Saying, I missed Friday leaks, so I figured I'd share a couple of new folks who entered the fight today. Asgard calls. This is on top of something that he put in the general chat as well. So we're going to look at all three, but we've had three huge Norse figures shown to us today. We are going to full screen it. First, we have Ymir, the primordial ice that I think Asgard was built on, or the world was built on, something like that. Actually, I'm going to Google that very quickly. So having a quick look down at the phone, I was right, kind of. So he is a primordial giant from whom the world was created after he was slain by gods. He himself was created as a result of a collision between Niflheim and Muspelheim, which is the ice world and the fire world. So, yeah, I was right here. So you know he's going to be on this giant rig, right? And how cool does he look? So he's a, what's that? Void/Eternal. The more I look at the shard name, the more I think it might be Eternal. He is a brawler. Very much so, that sort of giant imposing frame, and he is a chaos being. Part of the reason that I guess I think that he might be a giant is it looks like a similar frame to Gogmagog, like that sort of T-pose from back in the day. If you strip everything back, right, I can sort of envisage like the tablet being back there. Maybe it's just me, let me know what you think, but man, just look at him, like these hands, but he is ready to throw down. He is so pretty. Like, Heimdall has always been my favourite, and there is some foreshadowing there. But man, like, he is very cool. Right, and then we see all these other heroes here, Perrin, and then we come to Heimdall. Strength, defender, it's got the Jarl horn, his massive sword, the ram on the front, but look at this cape. That is stunning. If we get some sort of shimmer on that, that is truly pretty. The face on the back here is a little bit slanty, but, you know, we'll look past that. Like, he is incredible. Asgard calls, and like the pink eyes as well, that he can sort of see the future with. Yeah, man, like that is a really cool. And then we also get his idol breaker in a minute. Like, there's a little bit of clipping, sure, but that will get sorted with their cloth tool. Sword in the ground. Yeah, man, like, and just the way it flutters in that. Yeah. These two are sick. I've not chosen like a pantheon to align myself with, if you will, yet, but man, these two make it tempting to go to Asgard. They really do. So cool, like slick, that sort of shimmer on the ice. And that's just clever lighting as well, but yeah, he is sweet. And then we'll show you the other one as well, quick. So then the other one that we saw, this was just a screenshot as opposed to a video, but this is Loki, the master of mischief. He is a disruptor, he is cunning, and he's bent over. So we're sort of still concealing his face there, But we've seen sneak peeks of him. We've seen his dagger. We saw this. We've seen the silhouette, the pauldrons. So yeah, Loki. And they did say he was going to be very polarizing. Like, some people were going to hate him, some people were going to love him. And I said I wouldn't make a decision until I saw him in full. But now this kind of hides him still as well. But, you know, having this as a portrait as well, I don't hate him. Like, the colours are extravagant, but he has that sort of jester kind of vibe to me, Master of Mischief, almost like a god version of Dagonet, that kind of thing. I think it fits him well, so I don't hate it. Ymir, Heimdall, and Loki, they're all amazing, and I've definitely got some work to do on this site just to keep that up to date. But yeah, just wanted to talk about this very briefly before we get into the rest of this video. Right, so this is the second time we are recording, because I've got to put my headphones on last time and we got a really bad echo. So this is going to be a slightly more sped up version. I do apologise for that. But as mentioned in the intro, we do have a couple of important messages to go through today, so I will be sure to keep these in here. Let's go.
Simon from Fateless. Today we're going to be looking at Godforge as we make our way towards the alpha. Just talking to the team internally, I've seen a lot of questions on our Discord around when's this alpha going to start, what are we expecting. We're still looking to get the alpha out in July. Anybody who has signed up already, okay, you would have had an email. It could have gone to your spam email some time ago. You'll get a fresh email probably in about 2 weeks saying which wave are you in and how to be involved. Okay, so don't fret, you've not missed anything yet. Look at your email box in a couple of weeks and you'll start to see all of the information come through. But and I'll announce it in a video as well that those emails are going out. In essence, there's going to be two main like alpha waves, which would be wave 1 lasting about 10 days. We have then a period of time where we do any bug fixes and stuff like that. Obviously, this is an alpha test. We're looking to enhance our game. We then have alpha wave 2 for another like 10-day period. Again, a bit of bug fixing after that. And then we basically have a free-for-all, which is anybody who has ever signed up to like the beta testing, which we had before, and this, anyone who signed up would be eligible to come in and get involved. And for us, that's about testing, you know, the stress of the game with multiple, I guess, more players and that type of thing. So we're at this point now where really we're just going through stream by stream, polishing things up.
So before Simon jumps into the rest of this, and this is pretty cool to see, you will receive an email. This will be an email sent to the one that you used to sign up with, which seems obvious enough, but we just better make that clear. Double check your spam folders and junk folders. When the last email went out a couple of months ago, just to sort of, I guess, test the system to everyone, it ended up in my spam, and I know a few others it happens the same, so do double check that, because it's going to be vitally important you find it and respond to say that you are still interested in taking part. Gives them an idea on numbers as well and how they're going to divide the waves up, so do keep an eye on those.
Kind of similar to last week, honestly. We do now have the caverns in the game. We will have a kind of 1-star reward for basically clearing the level, and then a 2-star reward if you beat a certain challenge that we lay out for you. It might be that you get yourself all the way to floor 100 or something, and then come back and do the challenges if you're not geared up and ready to do the challenges yet. So we do want for people to have a real experience over this kind of alpha, and there will be leaderboards which are kind of like appropriately laid out for that.
So this I thought was really cool, seeing the artwork that we've got here of this tower. Like, obviously as players we come in through the top here and work your way down. This is something that I spoke about, so we're going to have 1- and 2-star rewards, okay? And it sounds like you say you can farm these by the sounds of it. So if you get down to the bottom floor and you know, oh, I need this gear, then you can sort of come back and farm this particular gear piece. But these are the things that intrigued me. Now, I imagine these are one-time rewards, and I think these might be the equivalent of skill ups. So in Rage, you've got books. In Dragon Age, you've got scrolls. These look like tablets to me. And, you know, how many you need to level up a skill, I don't know. But it's either going to be, say, to skill up your heroes. So these are tablets, and that's why I think that they're one-time rewards rather than being able to farm loads of them. Or they're going to be used in sort of the weapon crafting, something like that, whether it's re-rolling stats for your weapon, or maybe you just need these just to craft them full stop. So certainly interesting to see little rewards like this come in, and I think it's really cool.
We are obviously making sure that all of the main screens are working correctly and all of the main functionality that you need works correctly. So, for example, and some of this is still being worked on right now, but being able to level your heroes up, things like having the autofill for food going in, all of these type of different mechanics which are essential for you to enjoy your experience are kind of being worked through. Similarly,
love those little quality of life things, autofilling with food champions, and presumably you can set those parameters. The shocking thing is, we're all going, oh, this is amazing, because Raid didn't have it for so long, and they're opening with it. Raid has not been the best role model for a lot of things to begin with. Like, the success of it is undeniable, but it would have been so much better if it had these things in from the start. So it's good to see that Godforge is having them in from the start.
With gearing, and this is still a little bit shaky right now, but so who knows what's going to happen. But,
now, this is the other thing I spoke about that I thought was really cool. We're seeing some more sets come in now. And this is super sweet. So we've got like this Colossus piece here, reducing damage. In the last time we saw gear, we had Flawless Nightweave, and Simon said that the Nightweave annotated to what hero or class can wear it. We've now got leather here, so Nightweave, leather, you're probably going to have plate mail or something along those lines. So that's cool to see, as well as these images as well. So you've got this eye socket here, so potentially that's going to be some sort of accuracy. This looked like we had something of the wolf last time, and so perhaps that's similar to it, with like a claw just there. And this one up over here, it's hard to tell from the image. Could be like a boar, or could maybe like a cudgel, something like that. But yeah, it's cool to see some wicked pieces coming in. He does share some other stuff as well. So we've got speed of falcons, we've got speed piece, 2-piece sets. We have 6 of those, you're going to get plus 45% speed. Got a piece of the lion head there, maybe that gives courage. We've got like a dragon here, some defense looking sets with a shield, and down here this one with a skull dagger through the head looked wicked. You've got Ursol there, the bear, and then this one I also thought was really interesting because that is a spear tip with like a blood drop. So maybe it's like a bloodletting set, blood rending. And if that is the case, that's going to be really good on heroes like Lady Zoc with the passive as well. Or you take the passive from Lady Zoc, equip this bloodrending set on someone stronger, and then put the passive so they scale. It's really cool to see this kind of stuff, and man, I'm just super excited. But yeah, Simon does level up some pieces, and he says that there are a lot of stuff still being worked on.
We got in that's kind of fresh faced. I don't know if we've shown Borkoff yet.
So no, they haven't shown Borkoff yet. He is super cool looking hero, like a Virage, obviously, from the background that we see here. Shadow Beast, he's like a muscly were dog thing with these spectral ghost horns here. And he's a rare character as well. He looks super cool. Super, super cool. I can't wait to sort of see him in game. I can't remember who else he shows. CRS, this is another one that we've seen for the first time.
It's not, but damn, look how good the work was. Really, really great work. Tengu also not animated yet. Spot the thing that's super long. He's got such a long nose. I love it. Yeah, lots of new heroes being added in. We've got some here without portraits because they're literally fresh in, like Sigurd here, who's coming with no eyeballs for some reason. So all these things are kind of like coming in, being polished up. Babby here, look at this.
Now this is someone else I wanted to talk about, Babby. So he's cool, he's an Aru hero. Who here thinks that looks like the old Hanuman model? Sparga is no more, but the assets they use can still be changed. So this to me looks a bit like Hanuman.
Coming in, being polished up. Babby here, look at this. Really, really great. So, you know, the heroes are coming in. We're getting ready for the alpha. We're also kind of playing with a bunch of things on combat. So we're constantly testing and sort of finalizing things.
So I'm just going to silence this here. So the rest of the video is Simon showing some more camera angles. Obviously, it is a hot topic of discussion. Not everyone likes this kind of cinematic view. So he does go on to say that we do have this sort of isometric 3/4 view where you're looking at it from sort of the higher vantage point just slightly off to the right. And then they also have this sort of top-down view from the back as well, which he will show us in a second, just here as well, so immediately behind. So if you're going to have these larger models in, like let's say you've got Shenlong or Zulong, both massive dragons in this point, you're probably not going to want that cinematic view, just because it will blind the others. So you might want to do this one instead, or they might do it like Etheria, where they sort of cheat it a little bit, where if you do have the cinematic, you only see the person whose turn it is. So a few things they can do here, but some of these animations for Gilgamesh look wicked now as well. Like he comes in with like this little uppercut, bosh, looks sweet. And then his core ability is a cleave as well, which I thought was really cool. Musashi we've seen before, but Gilgamesh is new. And yeah, look, watch it. Bang! Swinging lightning bolts, everyone. Taking him down. Looked really, really good. That's kind of it for the video today. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Just to summarize, keep an eye on your emails. You will receive it in 2 weeks' time, letting you know which wave you have access to, and you will need to respond, okay, to confirm that you still want to take part so they can get an idea of numbers. Gearing's going to be sweet. Lots of stuff coming in. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and look after yourselves. Work hard, but as always, play harder. And I'll see you in another one soon. Cheers.